Oh my gosh! All right, guys, this is your boy Tyler, and what's up, man?
I'm here too.
we are just not. We're so sad right now because we tried so freaking hard to do our live feed, and we had so much energy,
And then it was shot to the pooper.
Oh man, I haven't felt this way since like all those like rejected dates I had over the summer.
All the rejected dates.
So much rejection. Ugh.
Oh man.
So yeah, we don't even. We just have no mojo now. Just
Yeah. How do you get the mojo back? We should get comments on how you get mojo back when you feel shot down. Not just by technology, but by life. It could be anything.
You know what I should do? I'm just gonna call people. I'm gonna call like my mom, or just be like, oh, you know what I'll do? I'll call my girlfriend, and I'll call my girlfriend. She'll be pissed. Hold on.
You calling her?
Wonder what she'll say. Hello?
Hey, what's up?
Hey, Ren, real quick. I have a question to ask you.
Okay.
How do you find ways to get your mojo back?
What? What?
How do you get... We're recording a podcast. How do you get your mojo back? That's the topic.
I don't even know what that means. From what?
Ren, when you're going through a hard time and you just feel like just sleeping in bed all day, how do you get your mojo back?
I sleep in bed all day.
Ren! Okay, I'm going to go to the next caller. Dang it. So inspirational. Hey, I'll see you maybe like tomorrow, tonight maybe.
Okay.
Bye. Okay, so that's what.
Stay in bed all day. That's an option.
Do you ever do that though? Just like freaking stay in bed?
No, I would be depressed if I did that, man. Like I have to get out eventually.
Yeah.
But it is kind of hard getting out of bed when you're like,
I just
don't
have
feel like doing it. you know?
Yeah. All right. Let's see. Maybe, I'll call Stephanie.
Oh, she'll totally have. Yeah, that's true. That's a great
Could you hear
idea.
the call through your headphones?
Yeah, I could.
Oh, that's awesome.
Sounded good.
Call. Yeah. I
Just make sure it's right up next to the mic.
There are just like days where I'm just like, I have days though where I just want to stay in bed. I'll stay in bed for until like an afternoon, and then I'll just be like, I should probably go out and do something.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes I don't want to. Playing video games is what I'll do, to be honest.
Yeah, get your mind off of whatever it is.
Hey, Stephanie, real quick, what's up?
Just hiding in the hallway from class, but I think you guys are doing your podcast. So I was like, what do they need?
Stephanie, we're recording our podcast right now since the live stream wouldn't work, and we're gonna ask you a question right now. How do you get your mojo back?
My mojo?
Yeah, why does no one know what this means?
What kind of mojo?
Like when you're so depressed and you're just like, man, I just want to stay in bed all day. How do you keep your freaking mojo?
Well, it depends on the day. Some days I acknowledge that I have no mojo and maybe I need to take a mental health day.
Oh, a mental health
Like, I'm
day?
not saying that, like, I take a mental health day, like, all the time, but sometimes you wake up in the morning, especially as someone who, like, has clinical depression, like, you wake up in the morning and go, no, this is not happening today. And so you give yourself a day.
Boom. Thank you, Stephanie. And yeah, you go to class.
Okay.
Hi, Stephanie.
Tap says hi.
Cass. I'll listen later and see what things you say about me.
Well, we're not saying this. Well, we're not doing it live because our live stream wouldn't freaking work.
Yeah, kind of
Well,
crapped
I'm
out.
going to hear it later anyway.
That's true. Thanks, Stephanie.
All right, have fun, guys.
Thanks. Wow. Gosh.
Just staying in bed. I can do it.
I can't do it. I can't do it. But as soon as I start my day and I get going, I feel much better. I'm like, okay, things are happening.
How do you start
I'm
your day?
a part of it.
What's a good part to like start your day?
Oh, I like starting it with exercise if I have time.
If I can fit exercise in, the moment I'm done exercising,
You're
I'm
like, taking on the world.
let's go world, let's go life.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Or just something productive, I feel like. And it's easy to feel productive when you're exercising. Maybe running some errands. I don't know why. Errands, I feel like is a mom word. That's just
errands
my
is a
opinion.
mom
It's
word.
a total mom word.
Errands total
I
is
need
a
to run
mom
errands.
word.
My older brother Kyle would be like, oh, I got to go run errands. And I'm like, what? And then I catch myself saying it. I'm like, oh, maybe I should go do some errands. Oh, no.
What kind of
There's just stuff to get done.
What kind of errands do you do, Tad?
Errands. That's a good question. Maybe I go like look at music equipment or something.
You just shop. That's what it's called. You just shop.
Yeah, maybe. Oh, one of my big errands is on Saturdays. I go clean my truck. That feels nice to get that done.
I've noticed that you do that every Saturday.
Clean my truck. It's Supersonic for all of you out there. Supersonic's the bomb. That's the place to be.
There's the plug.
Yeah.
Man, I do like that you have that routine of just like your car is always clean. My car always trashy. Like,
Hey,
it's not good. I'm not proud of myself. I need help.
I'd like to know how many days of our life are spent in our vehicles.
I wonder if I could Google that.
Like, because think about all the driving we do, even just commuting every day. We're in our vehicles. It's like a second home. And for some people, it literally is their home. You know?
Yeah. Do you count like a trailer? Like a car?
Yeah.
Oh,
It's a vehicle.
Yeah. Okay.
Maybe there's an interesting stat on that.
All right. Let's see. How many? Why? Okay. There are 204 million vehicles available on regular use. The average driver spends 55 minutes a day behind the wheel.
55 minutes a
Okay.
day.
Let's do some math. Let's do some freaking math. 55 times 365. That's a year.
Yeah.
So you spend around 20,000 minutes a year
Behind the wheel.
behind the wheel. Let's say you get your driver's license around 16. Let's say you die at 86. That's a good
Yeah, that's pretty.
that's a good 70 years.
Is good. Yeah.
70 years. So you spend around 1.4 million minutes. Let me divide that by 60 so we can get this in like hours.
Yeah.
You spend around 23,420 hours in your car.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Some people's more because they spend time in it all.
And think about all the angry drivers. You know, like sometimes I get angry behind the wheel and then I regret it. I'm like,
Do you ever what's like have you ever gone some serious road rage that you just wanted to like?
yeah, I had one instance. It was down in Provo. Of course, it was Provo. I'm crossing the intersection by Czech City,
Okay.
and in the middle of the intersection, this dude cuts me off. It was a Domino's pizza delivery guy. I remember it vividly.
Domino's. He was trying to make that 15-minute mark.
Oh yeah, but he was driving like and he cut me off, and I got so livid. I sped up and I pulled up next to him and I rolled my window down, and I was like, "Pay attention while you're driving!" Like yelled at the top of my lungs, and I felt so bad. And I looked over, and there's a dude in his car next to me, and his window was up, but he was looking at me.
'Cause he heard me.
He heard you. He was like, and then I felt so terrible. I was like, "Whoa, I lost it." But that usually doesn't happen for me. And
I get road rage, but I don't
get road rage?
scream. I don't scream out loud.
yeah,
I like be like I was just like just drive faster or like move.
yeah, I just get irritated.
Yeah.
Well,
I think at one time I was driving on the freeway though, and I'm just driving, minding my own business, performing in my car. performing. Yeah. And I look over to the left of me, and I see this driver, and they're flipping me off. That's it.
Dude.
And I'm like, and then they speed off, and I'm like, what the frick? And
Yeah.
I sped up on the freeway to catch up to them. It was my cousin.
I think you've told me that
Yeah,
story.
it was my freaking cousin.
That's awesome.
I think the worst road rage though that I've ever experienced was my dad. And like so we're living in England at the time.
Wait, like you witnessed him?
I was in the car and it scared the crap out of me. Like I was so scared. So like we're in the car and we're driving, and this guy is like on our butt. He's on the butthole of the car.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, just on that. And it's just like, and he's honking, and my dad's like just go like onto the next lane.
Yeah.
And then the guy just like gets super close to my dad. I can tell look at my dad because I'm like really young, and I'm like, what the? Oh, this is not good.
Yeah.
And then the guy like speeds up, and then like passes my dad, yells at my dad, and then speeds up, and then cuts him right like super close. Like doesn't go ahead and go.
Dude.
Just cuts. And I was like, oh flip, like we almost died.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. My dad then chases him.
Oh
My
man.
dad chases him, corners him, gets out of the car, and he goes, I'm going to have to get away from the mic because I'm a screen. He goes, if I see you driving like this again, my kid is in the car. Get the out of here. Get the out of here. And I was like, oh my gosh, her dad swear. But that is like the scariest time I've like.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, you know, to my dad, you know, he didn't really care about his life, but like his child.
Yeah. In the car.
Just,
Dude. Holy cow.
Yeah.
People, they become different people behind the wheel.
oh yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah.
Because they
like-
feel like they're in their own world and they can just be dumb and cut people off. Or it's like, what's the psychology behind that?
What do you think about this, Taft? We were talking about this in my class, and we've had discussions on this, but maybe we haven't gone into this kind of topic. Kind of going with going in your own world.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's like you're checking out.
Okay, so we're talking about in my class how people are like kind of like out of reality now, and they're like, well, how would they fix it? And I was like, and the topic was video games, and I was like, well, I think they should bring back split screen. And my teacher was like, what are you talking about? And I was just like, well, with split screen, you have to have a friend or a brother or a sister. Girls can play too. If they are, let us know.
If they want to.
And then and then you have to talk with them. What game are we playing? You got to make decisions. You got to figure out who gets the first controller. Who's going to be on the left side? Who's going to be on the
You
right
learn lessons while doing these things, you know?
Like there's like you like have to communicate. Hey, I want to be on top. I'm going to be on bottom.
Yeah.
You have to legit have to talk with them, and then
There's strategy. There's friendly, warm competition.
And then while you're playing, you're talking, you're having a good time.
Yeah.
And my teacher goes, well, what's the difference between that communication and online communication on online games? And I'm like,
Oh, gosh. Are you kidding? That shouldn't even be a question.
Online gaming consists of just like, go die. Your whole family needs to die. A lot of sexual jokes about your family and you.
Yeah, like just derogatory comments.
Some of them, I'll watch YouTube videos of people complaining. It's kind of funny. They're just like, really? You're just going to camp? But there's just so much swearing, so much anger.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and they only do that because they're behind a screen.
Behind a screen. Just like when people get angry behind the wheel. Like I got angry behind the wheel. That dude that almost
And
cut
were you in the
off.
truck?
Yeah, I was in the truck.
And you knew that you could do that because if truck beats car.
yeah. Domino's. I will never order from them again.
Oh, I don't remember the last time I had Domino's.
Domino's.
Pizza. I love pizza though.
I like pizza too.
Yeah.
And you say it really close to the mic. And you like breathe on the mic.
Yeah. I can't wait for it. Yeah, which goes back to that 4-player split screen in the video game section that we were talking about earlier, but our live feed cut out. I really don't understand what went wrong.
I don't either.
The internet works fine here. It's Wirecast. I don't know why. I'm about to give them a freaking
Maybe
phone
it's because
call.
we haven't updated it. Updates.
Do you think they would do that? Like, if you didn't update?
lower the quality of it because you didn't update it?
Screw them.
Conspiracy Wirecast theory.
Dude, I'm not liking that.
I'm not liking
I'm
it
not
either.
liking that either. Well, we talked. We attempted.
Yeah,
This was hard.
Yeah.
Well, it was like this part was kind of easy, but we had to get our mojo.
Mm-hmm. Trying to get that
Mojo.
back.
I think we got like 50%. I'm just like, it's hard because I want to talk about video games, but just like that mojo is just
gone.
It's gone. Maybe we'll try again next week.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to see Thor Ragnarok this week.
Ow!
It's going to be fun.
With Amber, she's so cool.
Yeah, shout out to Amber.
Shout
Girls who happen to watch this, don't be afraid to ask a guy out. because I think 100% of the time they will highly consider saying yes.
And if they don't, they're a dick.
Yeah, and if they don't, then you can move on.
I think it's really ballsy. I think it's super like for people who don't have balls.
Yeah.
I think they got big balls for doing that.
Well, big feminine balls. Let's clarify.
No.
What Tyler's trying to say is those girls, they just have big feminine. What they're doing is honestly, it's hard. And Amber even told me, she's like, I have more sympathy for you guys and what you have to go through asking somebody. It's scary.
Frick, Amber, get on the podcast so we can talk to you about this.
We should have her on.
We've asked you
Awesome.
so many times. Yeah, and they're gonna I don't know why a guy would say no. And here's the thing, dating should be fun.
Fun, casual.
Just have fun.
Mm-hmm.
Just hang out. Just hang out with that person one-on-one. Have a good time. Learn to enjoy someone's company. I just realized that your mom took out those pictures, by the way.
Yeah. Cracks me up. She's like, it'll look a bit better, because there was some family photos in the background.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was my... But yeah,
That's
girls,
funny.
go for it. It's
Jamie, if you happen to watch this, go for it.
Ooh, Jamie, we're calling you out.
Go for it.
And here's the thing. What's the worst that they're gonna say? No. Now you know they're a piece of crap.
Yeah.
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 You've got nothing. If anything, you just
if they're not even willing to give you a first date as a female, being the initiator.
Yeah, man. That it goes to show who they are, because I get a girl saying no to me as a man because the cultural norms are I ask you. And, and it's already hard enough as it is. But then when a girl has to go out of her way and then break those cultural norms, which is even harder, and making her even more vulnerable. And then for that guy to say no, what a piece of human garbage.
Yeah.
I was going to say something else. This is a family show. Family. Oh, those freaking! They're trying to figure.
No.
Yeah.
No. Fast and Furious. You're done. Okay. You're done. Paul Walker. He was gone a while ago.
Oh no. Oh god.
Done.
Have you seen 4, 5, and 6? Did you see 4 at least?
I saw 5. It was
5 was good.
fairly entertaining.
Yeah,
it was a good action flick. But man, bad taste in my mouth after watching that one at the UVU.
Oh my! Do you know why you never step on a tiger's neck?
Step on a tiger's neck. Who writes this?
I think it's Vin Diesel.
I think I could do better writing than that.
And it's like they wrote down every action sequence, every action movie's corny lines, and we're like, let's do that.
And then The Rock has become Superman and is throwing guys 50 feet.
He punches 3
them.
guys in one punch.
Yeah, and knocking them around like they're rag dolls. I'm like, this is just. I'm not absorbed by movies like that because it's so outrageous.
It's too outrageous.
Yeah, it's way too outrageous.
It's almost like comic booky, but it's not because it's not a comic book. It's not
warranted. Yeah, it doesn't even fit the tone of what's happening.
If it was a comic book, you're like, okay, I get this.
Yeah,
it's a comic book. You're Superman. You can punch 3 guys through a wall. We get it, but you're just The Rock.
Yeah, exactly. You're just The Rock.
You're just this roided up.
Speaking of, when does Jumanji come out? I think that could be entertaining. Is it already out?
No, it comes out in December.
Okay,
it's a while.
It could be entertaining. I like the original.
Oh yeah, I love the original. Apparently, they're gonna tie the original to the second one somehow.
Okay.
So it's not like a reboot; it's a sequel.
Yeah.
What's another movie that's coming out in December that I saw that I was like, oh, there's this new fantasy TV. It's either a movie or a TV show coming out on Netflix, and it's got Will Smith, and it's got fantasy in it. It's basically imagine like a real world, but there's goblins and elves and orcs around us, and like they're just normal citizens. They're just different races, and there's magic and crap. And then like Will Smith plays a cop. He plays a cop, and then his partner is a goblin or something, and he's a cop too. And they find a magic wand, and wands have been illegal because if you have a wand, it's just like way too powerful. It looks super cheesy, and I love fantasy.
Oh yeah.
So I think I'm gonna go for it. I was super disappointed by that last Witch Hunter with Vin
Oh
Diesel.
yeah.
That
It started out pretty cool.
it started off like
was
scary and dark.
Yeah. It was like scary, dark. They're like, there's this creepy witch thing, like
Yeah.
in the dark, and then it just went downhill. And then it went to modern times, and it was like,
And Elijah Wood
It was like a
came.
fart in a bottle. It was like, I'm like, no consequence here.
Did you know that they're thinking about doing a Lord of the Rings, rebooting Lord of the Rings?
Isn't it going to be
A TV
adapted
show.
TV? Yeah, I actually read that
Yeah.
today.
What do you think about that?
I think it could be cool if they made it epic, like Game of Thrones,
Uh-huh.
like made it really epic and like a big budget. It could be really cool.
has to be big
It has to
budget.
be, yeah.
I'm just like,
Minus all the
Sex.
nudity and sex and
That's
stuff.
the nice thing about
that's
Lord of
what
the
would
Rings,
be
there's none
great.
of it.
Yeah, there's none of that, so
and
it'd
if
be
they
even
added
better.
that, it's just like
Pointless.
It's so pointless. The nice thing about doing a TV show though for it is that they can really kind of make it more of the book,
Mhm.
so they can really delve into the characters.
Yeah.
So they can get more characterization. I don't know. Lord of the Rings has always been something that I was like, they'll never touch. I never thought they would like ever touch Lord of the Rings because I was like, wow, that's a perfect movie.
Yeah.
I don't know, nothing's sacred anymore.
Nothing. Keep it secret. Keep it safe.
Yeah. Oh man.
Lord of the Rings fantasy. I don't know if I'm as big of a fantasy buff as you are. I think I'm more
you're-
of a
you're
sci-fi buff.
sci-fi.
Yeah. Not a buff. I shouldn't say that. I don't know like about sci-fi. I like sci-fi.
You like sci-fi?
Because when you use the term buff, it kind of means you have a broad scoped knowledge.
Have you seen 2001: A Space Odyssey?
No, I haven't seen that, and that's
I feel like once you've seen that, you're a buff.
yeah. I haven't seen
Yeah.
that. Honestly, that kind of looks boring to me.
It looks super.
I wouldn't
boring,
want to.
But that's the if there was like merit badges, that's like the last one. That's like your
Yeah.
Eagle Scout is the 2001.
That's a good analogy. That's true.
I'm trying to think of like the most like I don't know. I feel like Lord of the Rings is like like fantasy and like Harry Potter or dare I say it, Willow.
Willow, Kaya, I'm here. Kaya, I love that show.
I love Willow.
I think it's hilarious, like Val Kilmer and his long hair when he dresses up as the woman.
that was
Do you
awesome.
remember that?
That was awesome. I love Willow.
What? Not a woman? He's like, you want to breed? She's like,
Yes.
crap, what does he say? It's hilarious. I can't remember
Do
the
you
line.
want to breed?
Do you want to breed? No. Or something like that. He's like speaking in the high voice. What do they call the midget people? The little dudes?
I haven't seen Willow in forever. I just remember like when my parents bought it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why they bought it. It was on like I had it on VHS. I had it on VHS.
In the tiny little like fairy dude type. They're not fairies, but they're little mini people.
Yeah.
What are those guys called? I can't remember.
It's so old.
Those of you who happen to watch this and you know the name of those dudes, comment and remind
Let
us
us
because
know.
I can't remember.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Well, we did it.
Yeah,
We talked
it's done. How long have we been recording this?
25 minutes.
Oh, not bad.
Yeah, not bad for people who lost their mojo.
Yeah, I'm feeling a bit better now.
Yeah.
And we hope you feel better too.
We hope you feel freaking better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Thanks for those who contributed. Ren, Stephanie, you're the bomb.
Thanks everyone for watching our live feed and all the failure. Because man,
That's true.
the sadness,
The sadness is real.
the depression. Also, real quick. No, I'll do it later. Thanks everyone. Boom.